Perfect. I see you're stacking these like a countdown survival guide, each with the same sharp storytelling vibe. Here's a rewrite of your new 4 sections, number 12 and 9, so they match the voice and rhythm of the ones I polished earlier. Number 12, not finding food. We all like to picture ourselves as rugged survivalists, hunting rabbits, chewing on wild berries, turning into a woodland legend after one day in the wild. But the truth? The biggest danger isn't what you eat. It's what you think you need to eat. Your brain screams, "I'm starving," after a few skipped meals. But your body? It's basically a walking emergency pantry. You can go 3 whole weeks without food, 21 days, before things get critical. Your fat and muscle are literally there to keep you alive in exactly this situation. The real threat isn't starvation. It's the dumb, panic-fueled choices hunger tricks you into making. Burning energy chasing squirrels, gnawing mystery plants, or gambling on mushrooms that kinda sorta look like the safe ones in a book you read 10 years ago. Spoiler, they're not. The truth is, your body's whispering, "Chill, I've got reserves." It's your mind that's trying to fast-track you into exhaustion, dehydration, or poisoning. Number 11. The rule of threes. You've heard it. 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. Catchy, comforting, utterly misleading. It's not a law, it's a loose suggestion. Drop yourself in the Arctic with no shelter and you won't last 3 hours. Try 3 hours in the Sahara and you'll still be alive, just miserable. The rule of threes makes survival sound neat and orderly when it's actually messy and brutally specific. The danger of clinging to it is misprioritization. If you're in a blizzard, water isn't your top problem. Your freezing fingers are. If you're in a desert, worrying about building a log cabin isn't helping. Survival is about constant recalibration, not reciting a checklist. The real rule is this: your brain wants simple answers. But in survival, simple often gets you killed. Number 10. The fire building myth. Everyone thinks they can make fire. You've seen the videos. Some guy rubs sticks together, an ember appears, and boom, hero moment. Reality check. When you're wet, cold, and trembling, you're not pulling off friction fire magic. The real trick isn't the spark, it's the setup. Fire is greedy. It wants layers: tinder, kindling, small sticks, medium sticks, logs. People focus on the spark and ignore the structure, so their hard-won flame dies instantly. Think of it like baking. You can own the fanciest oven in the world, but if you don't have flour, sugar, and eggs, you're just staring at a shiny box. Fire works the same way. The spark is nothing without fuel. Your brain shouts, "Warm me now." Fire calmly replies, "Not until you do this properly." Number 9. The shelter mirage. Lost in the woods? Your brain instantly flips into HGTV mode. Build a house. So you drag branches, weave leaves, and create a Pinterest-worthy woodland hut. And then you lie down and freeze all night. Here's the catch. Most people forget the ground. That cold dirt is a ruthless heat thief, draining your body warmth through conduction. You can build the Taj Mahal of stick shelters, but if you're sleeping directly on bare earth, you're basically lying on an ice pack. A real survival shelter is boring. Block the wind, insulate from the ground. That's it. Roof second, mattress first. Pile up leaves, pine needles, or grass to make a thick bed. Forget the architectural masterpiece. Your body doesn't want a cabin. It wants a mattress. Want me to also flow these into your existing set? Number 8, number 7, and so on. So the whole countdown reads like one seamless finished piece? Nice. These flow really well into the set. Here's a tightened, sharpened rewrite of your number 8 through 5 so they match the voice and punch of the earlier countdown. Number 8. Drinking the bad water. You find a sparkling brook. It looks like bottled spring water straight out of a commercial. Your thirsty brain screams, "Drink it now!" But that beautiful stream? It's probably a microbial rave. Giardia, E. coli, cholera, all the greatest hits, waiting to turn your guts into a slip and slide of misery. The myth is that clear means safe. Wrong. A murky puddle that's been baking in the sun could be less dangerous than rushing pure water that's constantly refreshed with new microscopic horrors upstream. Survival isn't about finding water. It's about treating it. Boil it if you can. Filter it if you're lucky. If you don't, your intestines will do the filtering for you. And spoiler, they're terrible at it. Your brain, parched and desperate, yells, "Chug!" Your gut quietly begs, "Test first, please." Ignore that second voice and you're done. Number 7, the stay put fallacy. Everyone's heard it. If you're lost, stay put, they'll find you. It's survival's golden rule, and sometimes it works. But not always. Your brain loves this rule because it feels safe. Do nothing. Wait for rescue. But what if nobody's looking? What if you're not on a trail, not in cell range, and the weather's about to go full apocalypse? Sitting tight isn't safety. It's suicide. The real skill isn't blind obedience, it's assessment. Can you shelter here? Can you reach water? Do you have supplies? If not, you move. Not aimlessly, not frantically, deliberately. That rule exists for rescuers' convenience, not your survival. Sometimes the only lifeline is the one you carve yourself. Number 6, panic and the mind-body meltdown. Most people have never been truly lost, cold, or certain they're about to die. So they have no idea what happens when their brain realizes, oh, we're screwed. Spoiler, it's not calm wisdom. It's full-blown meltdown. Your system floods with adrenaline. Heart races, hands shake, rational thought leaves the building. You'll do anything, run blindly, scream at nothing, claw at the dirt, just to feel in control. And usually, that's what gets you killed. The real survival skill isn't starting a fire or building a shelter. It's hitting pause on your nervous system. One deep breath, one deliberate thought. Logic over panic. Your body is begging you to freak out. Survival is forcing yourself not to. Number 5, misunderstanding body heat. You're cold, so your instinct is simple. Get warmer. You pile on layers, curl up, and wait. Feels smart, right? Until you start sweating. Here's the betrayal. Sweat is your worst enemy in the cold. Once trapped under your layers, that moisture turns into a heat-sucking ice blanket. Suddenly, you're shivering harder with clothes than without. The fix? Active layering. Strip a layer the second you start sweating from exertion. Add it back the moment you stop. On, off, on, off. Annoying? Yes, but it's the difference between mild discomfort and hypothermia. Your brain thinks more clothes equals more warmth. Physics laughs. Not if you're wet. Want me to keep going with number 4 down to number 1 so the entire countdown reads as one seamless finished piece? Perfect. These last 2 wrap the whole countdown with a strong punch. Here's a polished rewrite of your number 2 and number 1, so they keep the same tight, sharp rhythm as the rest. Number 2, the unseen threat of dehydration. Your brain is basically a spoiled sponge. It's 75% water, and when levels dip, things go downhill fast. You don't just get thirsty, you get stupid. Think of a laptop on 1% battery, lagging, freezing, and making terrible choices right before it shuts off. That's dehydration. It sneaks up, not with cartoonish dry tongues and dramatic collapse, but with bad judgment. You'll skip checking the map. You'll decide that berry probably isn't poisonous. You'll convince yourself to wander off when you're already in the perfect spot to be rescued. The real danger isn't the physical weakness. It's the mental freefall. Dehydration doesn't kill you outright. It tricks you into killing yourself with a cascade of dumb decisions. Your brain insists it's fine. Your body is quietly screaming, "Get me water before you wreck everything." Number 1, thinking you'll be lucky. This is the deadliest survival flaw of all. The belief that bad things only happen to other people. You won't get lost. You won't twist an ankle. The storm will hold off. Everything will just work out. That little voice of arrogance is why people carry a single water bottle instead of a filter. It's why they assume just follow the river is a plan. It's why they step into the wilderness with gear that would barely cover a picnic. But nature doesn't care about you. It doesn't care that you're a good person, or that someone's waiting for you at home. It's indifferent. The people who make it out aren't the lucky ones. They're the prepared ones. The ones who pack the fire starter, the whistle, the first aid kit. The ones humble enough to admit, I'm fragile, the world is brutal, and the only thing between the two is preparation. Do you want me to stitch all 12 together into a single, polished countdown article, with a smooth intro and outro, so it reads like one cohesive survival guide rather than separate chunks?